Alright, the first part of this video is from a little while ago, so let's catch you up to speed. Oh! True North turbos. Didn't even really pick up the camera, you know what? I wanted to build a big whale wiener thing, so maybe it'll fit? I don't know. I didn't really test fit it all together yet, so. Come on, whale wiener. Really close enough to where I wanted it. Comes out of the intercooler. The radius is a little bit awkward here just because the length of the radius on those pipes. So comes out of here, around the other side, up. We actually got rid of the water pump. I'm gonna build a plate that just blocks that off, the whole water pump system, and then put my own -12 or 16 bungs in there. And then up into the Holly high ram, which I hate. Now that we've got the big side done, it's time to move to the smaller sides. So the 2 turbos here and the 2 outlets down there, which means we have to work some magic, get a pipe to fit between the shroud here and that pipe and go down across and into the lower one, and then from this one to the upper one. No big deal, right? Just casual 1,000 horsepower builds. We just start off with a couple little pie cuts. These give you a little bit of angle without actually having to go to like a full 45. So a couple of 5-degree pie cuts gets us where we need to go without losing too much of the airflow with big bends in it. Ow, my ears! I'm gonna completely weld this pipe up because it did crack when I tried to move it a little bit with just the tack welds. Completely weld this one, then we'll build around it. One more fucking love song, I'll be sick. For real though, it's a pretty good bop. I like this song. Just putting a beat on this pipe. Oh, the big whale pee-pee, I'll finish. Don't mind how scratched up it is. It is going to be powder coated, so it'll be fine. Oh boy. Oh boy. So much good times. Cool. Blow off valve somewhere in here. Weld that up after. Continue on with our pipe. Oh ho, the next pipe done. I kind of just been vibing, you know? Sometimes you just gotta vibe and have fun. This pipe is going to have a coupler on it, only because I can't run a singular pipe all the way from this turbo to the inside of the outlet over there. Now that I think about it, I might actually be able to. But for simplicity, I should put a coupler in it. I hate running extra couplers that I don't need, but if they're strategically placed, like on a straight section, then it's not so bad. But this gets us down by the radiator. So we are down past that pipe right there, and it's actually run along the bottom part of the radiator here. Right there. There it is. Down, and then along the bottom of the radiator. 180 out of this side. Gonna shorten that up a little bit. And then join it up across the bottom of the radiator. Down, under, across, around. Boom. Perfect. We don't even have to hook up the second turbo because it'll just go in through this pipe, out through that one. And there's side 2. Same thing as side 1 basically. 180 out of here, into a 90, just up to there. This one simple pipe, one coupler on each side. Easy. Intercooler piping doesn't need to be hard. It took me like, what, 2 hours to make this pipe and to weld that pipe up. So get out and do it. Just grab yourself a TIG welder, that's all I did. I was sick and tired of waiting on people to fabricate for me, so I was like, enough of that. I'm gonna learn how to TIG weld. Takes a little bit, takes a little bit of practice, but the more you get it, the funner it feels. And then once you get it, you can build stuff like this, which is like I built that intercooler setup, the radiator setup, everything there. Funyun's cool, man. Little late night PJ's welding sesh. I just felt like vibing and doing some welding, so I'm gonna get all the intercooler pipe welded up. That way when I come out here next, we can start on doing the exhaust. One, two, three. This one needs a bead, that one needs a bead, and this one needs a bead. So what I mean by a bead is, see the end, how there's a little ridge here? That helps your silicone coupler stay on because it can't really blow off the bead if, you know, it's tighter up. Anyways, I need to put one of those on this end, which involves these. Oh my God, my camera's tilty. These 909 channel lock pliers. So I use the little tab. We've been over this 100 times, guys. Just get a set. There's a little tab on the inside right here. You put that on the inside of the pipe. Can't do the inside radius very good because these are not my normal ones. I have a set that I cut the tips off it and they work a lot better. I just can't find them. And a little bit of exhausting hand cramping later. That bead looks almost as good as this bead. Just do it, be a man. All right, now that we have all the cold side piping done on the turbo kit, it's time to finish our exhaust and get it, you know, out of the engine bay, which is going to involve this little guy here. I was actually gonna do like a little thing where I like flip it in my hand like a hammer flip, but then I realized it's got teeth on it and I probably shouldn't do that. It looks as if we have the same hole, this bottom one right here on both sides, and I think I'm gonna use that hole for my guide, and that's where our hole saw is gonna go. My tripod doesn't really go high enough, so just pretend like there's a hole going on over here. What a pile of shit. Both 90s tack welded in, facing right towards those holes. The downside is, I totally thought I had some 3-inch V-bands here, and I was confident I had some here. They're not here, I can't find them. But they might be here, I just can't find them. So we've got to leave this for now because we wanted a clamp here and a V-band right here. That way we could remove this pipe if you ever need to like pull the valve cover or something and you want a little more room. So we're gonna put a clamp right there just so you can pull it off with ease. On the plus side, Gina started installing our pedal box inside, and then she stopped doing that, and that was probably like 3 months ago now. So I'm gonna do that so I don't lose all the little pieces that are in there on the floor. Ooh, shiny bits. Like seriously, some high quality shit here. Well, that took a lot longer to get out of there, but this billet piece right here, which is like the main attachment point, replaces that piece. Pretty straightforward, right? And with that hole where the brake master cylinder went originally, where the brake booster or master cylinder or whatever it was, we actually get a nice little billet block-off piece here. And I have to move my exhaust for a moment. Yeah. Yeah, shiny. So no more external brake reservoir. It's on the inside now once we assemble everything. Up above the brake pedal. So you're gonna have to fill it and do all that kind of stuff on the inside, but fancy on the outside. Also, secondly, I went with this option not only because it gives us room here, it actually adds the clutch pedal, which this car never had, and it's just gonna be so much easier to go from the clutch now to the transmission when there's an actual clutch there. You think I would have done this from the start, but when you really think about it, I'm not that smart. So I ended up taking the whole dash out. The main reason was that factory bar that's in behind the dash is not there anymore, and that's what the brake reservoirs mount to. So I'm gonna have to figure out a solution to mount the brake reservoirs up higher than the master cylinders and shit here. And then I found out that you can't use this factory steering column anymore, so I either have to A, fabricate something to mount our factory steering column to, because it would mount to the couple of bolts hanging from that thing originally, or buy their steering column, which is an additional $400 add-on US plus shipping. By the time it gets here, it's probably like a $700 thing Canadian. And I already spent $2,000 US on the pedals, so we would be looking at like $3,500 convert to billet pedals. I mean, I'm rich, I'm just not that rich. Yet. What up, everybody? We finally got some room to work in here. You can see that we have the lift installed, we've organized a whole bunch of stuff. There's still a little bit more cleaning up to do. We want to put the metal up on the shelf over there, but for right now, we have enough room to do stuff, which is super exciting because I'm about to do a world's first, I think. Everybody knows the Mark 5 Supra. It's like the new little tuner car that everyone's using, the A90 Supra. I don't think anybody's used one on a drag and drive yet, so no one's required a trailer. Not that you would want a trailer on it anyways, you could just bring a change of tires, but what we have here is a parachute mount from Titan Motorsports. One of my good buddies, CJ, owns a Mark 5 Supra. He wants to add a trailer on it. He has a small drag and drive trailer like the ones we use, but we've got to modify this parachute mount in order to put a trailer hitch on it. So what I think I'm going to do is beef up this tube here by putting a tube in the middle of it. We're going to beef up this right here because it was never meant to like have a bunch of leverage on it. So when you put this on the car and bolt it up to the bumper spot, the distance between here and where the ball needs to be is actually 14 inches. So there's going to be a lot of leverage pulling on this thing, like down, trying to break the welds off. So what I really want to do is I want to brace this bar going across so it can't really twist, brace this piece up here, and then do our best to build a 14-inch drop hitch. About to ruin some powder coating. Now, of course, I love building my own things, and I love getting around to those. Sometimes it's just nice to do a smaller task and have fun doing it instead of, you know, feeling forced to work on something just to produce a video. So that's what we're doing today. I'm just gonna have fun doing this thing, and we're gonna have this little behind the scenes and go bowling after. First things first, Titan Motorsports. That is far from square. It's even worse on the other side. Oh wow. Gotta love it. All right, I put this big triangle brace on our piece here. I'm gonna put a tube through the tube just to make it a little bit stronger. I ended up cutting the parachute mount off. That's gonna mount on there somewhere because it's like a removable piece. And then this piece is just gonna get welded to this. So instead of building a drop hitch on the, like the bumper side, we're gonna build the neck of the trailer to go up. So it's gonna be like a raised hitch on the trailer side versus a drop hitch on the bumper side, if that makes sense. Because I feel like there's more support places available on the trailer side than there is on the bumper side. There you go, world's first Supra hitch. So I put a tube in the middle here. That one's just to strengthen this outside tube. We put a plate on here to strengthen this whole upright piece. And then the chute mount here, I actually welded the hitch directly to it. And it was like a single weld all the way around. So I took some angle iron and I plated it in, welded the shit out of it, and then ground it down. I didn't need to grind it down, it just looks better like this. And then when you powder coat it, it's gonna look even better. So there's our hitch mount. The only thing is now the trailer needs to have like a 10-inch rise. But the part that's connected to the car, done, except we do need to add something to put chains onto, that's all. And there we go. I built the safety chains and the license plate holder as one piece, so it's just license plate fits here. This is an old license plate, it doesn't matter, it's not even active anymore. That just bolts onto there, and then the safety chains will go right to this piece. Now I know the safety chains are supposed to be connected like to the chassis side, like, but the hitch receiver is just bolted up. And you can't really fit it back here because that's inside the bumper. So that's kind of the best we got right there. And yeah, this side's done. Sometimes I like just doing stuff out of the norm because it's fun to just tinker with something new sometimes, right? Right. And who doesn't want to be part of the world's first Supra with a trailer on it? Exactly. Grab it by the dick and twist it!
Very close, though. Yay! That's it. Oh my God! Oh!
Trash! I've been getting it in. If you guys have noticed in the last couple of videos, yeah, probably the last couple, because I've been slacking on the videos. I've been at the gym a lot more. I'm down probably 24 pounds, I guess, in 11 or 12 weeks now. I don't remember. But yeah, I do some weights, do a lot of cardio, keep track of my calories. And yeah, they just feel a lot better, look a lot better. Like, super flat right now. There's no carbs in my muscles. The last 8 days probably before I had my last refeed, and then I think I averaged like 1,600 calories for the last 8 days. So definitely down a lot of like food in my muscles and my stomach. But 7 days till we go to Mexico. So push hard, eat like a jackass, get back, be 5 pounds heavier, and then keep continuing on my journey to 170 pounds body weight. Right now, sitting right 179, 180. So probably 4 or 6 weeks more. Be right around Christmas probably before I start like eating again more. I am wearing a heart rate monitor strap, so you can see my heart rate. I try to keep around like 145, 150-ish, 450 calories. I don't have a set number of calories I do. I just kind of go until it feels good. Some days between the actual workout lifting weights and the cardio, probably roughly like 800 calories today.